Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tony. This is TC's Outdoors. So happy 4th of July for all you guys. This video will come out on the 4th. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your family all weekend long and had a safe holiday weekend, and hopefully burned a lot of campfire wood. I need to make some bundles. I have 0 bundles in inventory. I took them all up to the roadside stand the other day, and so I'm anticipating having a decent week in sales this week, hopefully. So being the holiday weekend and everybody's going to be around camping and doing whatever, so I went and already loaded up the Ranger, if you see that. So I'm not exactly sure how many bundles that's going to make. We'll find out together. So I'm going to get started. So here we go. So I kind of picked through all my wood that was back there and tried to find the most bundle grade, because when I was splitting that stuff down, you know, there's always some of the knotty pieces and stuff like that, and I kept all that just for my loose stacks. But for the bundles, I try to make them as presentable as possible, so that well, for one, so I can get them nice and tight, and 2, so that they look good and people want to buy them. If you haven't seen this bundler before, this is a bundler I built a little while back. There's a video of the assembly of this. It's nothing too fancy, but it works for my operation as of right now. I don't sell a lot of firewood. I would like to get maybe one of those John's Welding, or maybe one of the John's Welding clones from the Amish people in Michigan. I think they're making it a bit cheaper, but for now, this is going to be my operation. And this hand wrap that I bought here off of Amazon, this is still the first roll. I don't know how much is left on there. It's hard to tell with these ends on there, but I've made 42 bundles, 43 bundles now. And once it's gone, I will average it out and let you guys know how much it cost me a bundle to use that shrink wrap. I'll throw a link in the description below if you guys want to look on Amazon for stretch wrap if you're looking into getting to making your own bundles. So I have been in a bit of a slump here on YouTube recently, and I'm pretty sure I am to blame for it. So I'm a pretty impatient person sometimes, or most of the time, I guess. My channel was doing all right, but I thought maybe I could kind of kick up the subs and maybe the views a little bit, and I wanted to advertise with Google Ads. And I watched a couple videos and thought I knew what I was doing, and whatever I did was not what you should be doing. So I started running an ad, and it was almost immediately taken down. And that's not the right piece. Let's see if we can find a little one here. So yeah, I started my ad, and there's the easy way that you can just click on the on a laptop or a desktop computer. You can click on your video, and there's a little promote, and it'll take you, oh shoot, that didn't work out very well. It'll take you to a path to Google Ads, and it'll it's the easy way, or the non-expert way of making an ad. And I watched some videos, and the guys were saying that really wasn't the best way to do it, and that you should kind of do this and do that. And I thought I had listened to all the information correctly, but I didn't, clearly, because I made an ad, the ad started running, and I think probably within the first 20 minutes of it running, my account was suspended, and it was suspended for like the most heinous of violations as far as Google's concerned. It was suspended for circumventing systems. So I didn't really know what that meant, but And I also didn't realize the severity of it either. So I just kind of did some research, and then I realized that I may have made a big mistake. So if you guys don't know, Google owns YouTube. So, and when you make Google mad, you make YouTube mad. So my views dropped off like instantly, and I don't know, and it doesn't really make sense as far as the analytics go, why my ads would have dropped so fast, or my views. As far as the performance goes, my viewer retention was great. My view duration was longer on all of the new videos than any of my previous videos. My click-through rates were all great, and still I was getting no views. So like, I tried to appeal my suspension, and my first appeal, I thought I figured out what I did wrong with my ad. So I removed that portion of the ad, appealed it, and within 5 or 6 hours I got an email that said I was still suspended. And then I was kind of confused and deflated, to be honest with you, because you put all the time and all the effort into these videos, and I do it for you guys, you know, I do it for me also, but if you guys aren't watching and enjoying the content, then there's really no reason for me to make it. And if I make it and it doesn't get shown, it's kind of frustrating, to say the least. So I canceled that ad, and I went through again and thought I knew what the problem was, and I filed another appeal, and that one was denied also. So I'd pretty much given up at that point. I was still making content, but I just wasn't getting the views, and I considered just stopping for a while and just kind of giving up. I didn't know what to do. So I was watching some videos, and I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about how they had been banned and what they did to get unbanned, to get back on the good side of things. So it was the Stub Group, I believe is what it's called, and I'll throw a link in the description below. And they're a pretty big firm, and they specialize in getting people out of YouTube timeout, or Google timeout, I suppose. I mean, because people advertise all kinds of things on Google Ads. You can advertise a website if you have one, or whatever. So I reached out to them, and Becky was the person that contacted me, and right away they got back, scheduled a meeting. We had a phone conversation, but after she had reviewed my information, she realized that, you know, I'm just a tiny little YouTube channel. I'm not making any money on this, so she probably figured that I wasn't really interested in spending a lot of money, because they are for hire, and they're relatively expensive because they do a great job. So she figured that I didn't want to pay to have my ads account fixed or reviewed or what have you. But she was willing to just give me kind of a consultation, and she explained to me what I did wrong so that I could fix it, all for free. They didn't charge me a penny. She was super great to work with. If you guys ever have any trouble, which most of you guys probably won't, but if you do end up in a situation like I was, you definitely would want to reach out to them, and they are awesome to work with. So like I was saying, Becky explained to me what I'd done wrong and put me on the path to hopefully get my account unsuspended. So I filed another appeal, and after this time I canceled my account I canceled the ads that I was running, and I followed the path of at the tail end. Well, if you go onto your video and you hit the promote button through your video, that's the direction I took, instead of thinking I was some advertising guru and which I'm not, and I definitely had screwed myself up somehow, and it was something about redirecting, or I don't know, it's technical lingo that I really don't understand. All I was trying to do was maybe make my YouTube channel grow a little faster instead of just being patient like I should have been. So ultimately, I am back in good standings, and maybe it was a coincidence that I wasn't getting any views, and maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but I don't think so. My subs hadn't gone up. I actually lost subs, 1 or 2 a week for like 3 weeks straight. I hadn't gained a sub in I don't know how long, so you hear stories of being shadow banned or whatever like that, and I don't know if if it's worth their effort to do something like that to somebody little like me. But I think if you do make the parent company mad, they are going to just forget about you. They're not going to push you, that's for sure. So I made another ad. That ad started running. My views started back up again. I've gained 10 subs in the last 3 days, and I haven't had any in the last 3 weeks. So I'd say being on the naughty list as far as Google's concerned is not a good place to be if you're a content creator, or if you plan on being a content creator, or it's just, and like I said, I thought I was doing something to help my channel, but I should have been more patient, and I also should have done a little more research. So, but I figured I'd just kind of tell you guys my little story, if I can prevent any of you from getting in a situation. So if you're a small channel just starting out like I am, and you think that you want to promote your video using Google Ads, I definitely recommend you watch a few videos on how to do it properly, because if they're mad at you, it's not a good place to be. Alright, let's speed this up and we'll go through the rest of this. Alright everybody, so the camera overheated. I was just about done. I had one more bundle left to do, so I finished that up. I went in the house for a little cool down time, me and Yingling. So I ended up with 12 bundles for the Ranger load, which is probably definitely more than 1 cubic foot per bundle, but that's alright, I'm okay with that. So I'm still making money, and everybody's hopefully happy on the other end, getting you know, a good amount of wood. So like I was saying before, if you guys want to try running ads to promote your channel, just be careful, because if you make Google mad, it is not a good place to be. Speaking from experience, hopefully that's all behind me. I do have 2 ads running right now just to kind of see if it would make a difference, and it definitely helps. But it's I don't know. I just definitely would follow the path, the easy path, unless you're a professional, which I'm not. I'm everything but. So I don't know what I did wrong still. I mean, they did explain it a little bit, but it's kind of an overwhelming amount of technical information that I don't really understand. So I'd rather just cut firewood. So either way, happy birthday, America. Hope you guys enjoy your families today on the 4th of July. And until next time, get outdoors and do something you love. Cheers.